Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do price action analysis unbiasedly. And guys, we got a nice drop intraday for the S&P 500, some nice intraday move to the downside. However, can't get quite bearish just yet because the bull stepped up at a very critical level. I have this trend line here that I want to talk to you guys about, and I'll review quickly on how I traded today for educational purposes. Let's prepare. Alright guys, so here is the 15-minute chart as usual. This is where I execute most of my trades. My levels, my support resistance levels are all based on the daily chart, but I use a smaller time frame, 15-minute, 30-minute time frame to execute my trades. Okay, I wrote here on my Discord as usual. We got to identify the first levels of resistance, the first level of support relative to where the SPY decided to open. And I wrote here, I got 384.5 with 383 below as first support and 385 with 386.6 above as resistance. Watch for the first setup. Okay, we always look to short when a support fails. We look to long when a resistance clears. And we just try to play it level to level or as close to it as possible. And here, SPY opened up here. And it actually opened at 384.37, which actually made 384.5 the first resistance with 385 and then 386.6 above. Okay, and you guys can see here it cleared it. All right, cleared it on the 15-minute chart. Boom. What do I say you want to enter? You want to enter as close to the breakout as possible. Okay, and then where I entered personally, I entered on the 385 breakout. I try to enter as close to it as possible, maybe around 385.5, 385.10 cent, around there. My goal was to take profit around 386.6s. That was on the daily chart based on the 38.2 fib level from October low to December high. You guys can see here we came a few cents short. All right. I always try to tell my members, when we take profit, it doesn't have to be perfect. Try to be as close to the next level as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. Most important thing is green. I did not take my own advice today. I tried to wait for it to hit that level, play a nice level move. Obviously, you can see it did not happen. We got a false breakout setup of the 385 and 384.5 level, okay? I ended up getting red. And it's fine because it makes good content for my YouTube channel. And it gives me a chance to explain to you when I cut my loss. Okay, we cannot continue stubbornly holding when a trade setup did not work out in our favor. So as I said, I was very nicely green when it popped, but then we broke down 385. That's where I just cut my loss. Okay, now how do Uncle Charles cut his loss? Two things that I do. I watch the 15-minute chart. Let's say I enter on the breakout of 385, and then the next candle it closed below 385 on the 15-minute chart, meaning, on the 15-minute candle, it gave me a close below it. That's when I cut my loss, okay? But sometimes we get situations like this where the price moves very strong, very fast, okay? And it can go against me. In that case, I give it $1, all right? So if I entered on 380, if it hits 379, I cut my loss. That's what I did today. I took a red. I took an L, man, okay? But that's, the first post or the second post of the day aren't the only posts that I write, okay? I write posts and give out trade ideas throughout the day. I wrote here 385 is now support, no puts unless it failed. So I missed that trade because I was holding a position. I had to take time to cut my loss, so I ended up missing that trade. However, you miss one setup, you got to catch the next setup, which I alerted in the group. Plan now, puts if 383 failed to continue down move, calls if 385 recapture. And you guys can see here, we broke down 383. Where do we look to enter as it break down? Is it guaranteed it's gonna work? No, but you gotta roll the dice sometimes. And it worked out very well. It hit the next level to level move at 381.5. Okay, I shaved off some profits. It dropped down to 380-ish. I shaved off some more profits and I left a runner. Okay, now where do I set my stop loss? Like I said, if it closes above the level I entered, or I set it above $1, okay? So I entered on breakdown 383. My stop loss would have been around 384. You guys can see clearly that my stop never got hit. So I took profits as it hit my level, left a runner, and my runner got stopped out towards the end of the day. I was able to play it down to 378, took more profits there. And then once it hit 378, I just moved up my stop around 380, and it hit it, unfortunately. But End of the day green, which I shared in my Discord members, for my Discord members, excuse me. Anyways, so that's how I traded it, okay? Even though I got faked out, I respected my stop loss. Even though I missed the prime entry, I missed the top, you can say, I still just, catch the next setup. One setup to the next. Okay, so it was a bit challenging today, but overall, end of the day, pretty nice. It was challenging in the morning, but end of the day, pretty nice, okay? So this brings me to the daily chart. All right, I got a lot of lines here, but I'm gonna make it very simple for us. I'm gonna take out these lines. I need these lines for my trading to find my levels, okay? But to explain this, I'll make it a little more simple and take out most of the lines, okay? I got a trend line here that I need us to pay attention to, or I would like for us to pay attention to, starting from October 13th low, connects to December 22nd, December 28th low, and also today, okay? Bulls step up. The breakdown level was at 378. If we would have got that breakdown, I would have favored more downside. I believe if we break down this trend line here, I think we're going to get the next multi-day sell-off. That's when I would swing puts, okay? And then, of course, around the fib level, around 386.6s, but you guys can see here, all right, boom. Look like an ascending triangle, I guess you could say, all right? But overall, everything in this range, to me, in my opinion, is chop fest, okay? We can also look at it from a different, pattern, like a bear flag, okay? Either way, you still need to break down that 378 level, all right, in my opinion. So break down this trend line to the downside, which is around 378, 377.6s. Let me be more specific with you guys. Okay, so the specific number is 378.4, but I'm gonna say 378, just to be safe, okay? Break down 378. I would swing puts, okay? We'll break down on this trend line right here, okay? I have 4 touches, so it's official, okay? As far as swinging calls, I need to see it clear 386.6s, okay? Break above that, and maybe I would swing calls. I would favor testing 388, 390, 392-ish, 393.5 and 395. All right, you guys got my levels, all right? So swing calls above 386.6, swing puts below 378. Anything in between, in my opinion, is chop noise. But you can there's still opportunities to trade it, of course, as long as you know the levels. So obviously we got that 380 level, all right? We got 378. Above that's 380, 382 to 381.5 zone, 383, 385, and then 386.6. All right. Please add these levels to your charts, so we can be on the same page as each other. All right. So yeah, bear case is below 378. Bull case is above 386.6. Anything is between, that's the chop case. Play it level to level, scalp it, whatever you got to do, as long as you stay green. Okay, very simple and straightforward. I hope that was clear enough for you guys, okay? Triple Q, I try to be neutral with the SPY, especially when it's in chop mode like this. But you guys know my bull case and bear case. However, with Triple Q, I'm bearish on it, all right? You guys can see this white trend line that I mentioned you guys multiple times. We broke it down back in December 22nd, okay? Back tested today as a resistant, and we found selling pressure. Bears stepped up where they need to. When the level that we broke down, it was a previous support level, a failed support level, but it acts like a successful resistant level. That's bearish price action. That's bearish price behavior. Okay? So it's around 264.4-ish. That's where it closed today. First resistance I got is at 265.5, 267. Okay? And then the white trend line now is at 269.8-ish. Can round it up to 270. So I can't get bullish on Triple Q unless it recaptured this white trend line and break above 270 to go test 273, 274.7, 276s. Yep, that orange line right here, 276.2-ish. Okay, got multiple tests there as support, broke it down. Maybe we'll back test that as a resistant. Okay, but we'll have to get through this white trend line first. So as long as below 270, I am bear biased, and I will continue to be bear biased on Triple Q. All right. 265.5 is first resistance. Now, as far as support goes, got this critical support at 262.4. All right, this bluish trend line right here. You guys can see how well respected that trend line is, and also respected it today. I would be bearish if we break down 262.4ish. Okay, that's the breakdown level. We had a false breakdown of this level before. Usually, the market makers probably won't pull the same trick twice where we break it down and then recapture. So maybe the next breakdown will be more real. We'll see, of course, but it has to break down 262.4ish. The next support I'll have will be at 259.7 to 260, and maybe we'll drop all the way down to 254.2ish. Okay, back in October 13th low. All right, so bear case starts or continues with 262.4ish failing. Okay, I can't get bullish unless it's above 270. Anything in between those levels are chop. All right, y'all got my levels. Let's move on to the Dow Jones that you guys can see here. It's also chopping. Chop phase, man. Orange line right here, that's the 23.6 fib level at 333.6. Bull case or swing calls when that finally clears. You can see how well respected it is. And you can see the support. Blue line right there at 328.5. As you can see how well it's been respected as support as well. So 328.5 to 333.6 is the chop range, with the middle level or the equilibrium level that I got is at 330.8ish. Okay, anything between these levels are chop. You can level to level, day trade it, up to you. But I would feel more comfortable about swinging calls above 333.6 and swinging puts below 328.5. Okay, Tesla had a level at 117.5. I shared these levels every morning on my FANG MT levels. Tesla right there, and it's shared on my Substack as well. But yeah, 117.5 was the first support level for Tesla, and it just broke down. Does not look good. So we closed around 108.10. All right, so I got first support at 110, 112, 115.5, and 117.5. Okay, got to recapture that 117.5. You want to be bullish because that was where the big breakdown started. All right. Okay, so next support I got is at 106, 104.6. And what else do I have here? I'm going to adjust my fib channel. Got some at 103.5 as well. And then the support around 100. And a very big critical one around 89 to 90. Okay, we'll see if that gets tested. And after this big sell-off today, it might. Who knows, though. Stay unbiased. Had that 129 level, guys. This is Apple. 129 level based on June low. Broke it down with authority today. Holy moly. Had a support around 126. Broke that down. But it closed right around this orange trend line that I got. Connecting to July 8th last year's low to October 4th low. Had a false breakdown here back in June. And we closed right around there today. Okay, so support, critical support is around 124.7. Lose that will be a breakdown of this orange trend line. Go test 122.3-ish. Maybe go test 119 level. And I got 116.3-ish and 113.2-ish below that. All right, so downtrend move continues, but got to break down at 124.7. Now, if we want to get bullish here, got to recapture 126. And definitely recapture 129 because that's where the big breakdown started. To put 131, 134.4, and 137.5 back in play. All right, guys? And let's look at some inverses. Here's the VIX. Now, we had a bunch of chop with the SPY, these past few weeks. But the whole time that was happening, the VIX was staying below that 22.7 level. That's a fib level I got. That's of 23.6 fib level, okay? Today, though, for the first time in a while, VIX decided to close above 22.7. Okay, so the VIX, despite this red hammer candle, it did give us a higher close than what it gave us these last couple of weeks. Okay, so as long as above 22.7, that's bullish for the VIX. It needs to clear 23.5, rejected around there today, to put 25. 25.8 and 26.5 back in play. Okay, if it drops below 22.7, obviously that's a false breakout. Okay, And DXY also gave us some reaction today, okay? Some legit reaction where it's trying to recapture, big green candle is trying to recapture this 104.38 level, okay? So I do have the next resistance around 105. I need to see it clear 105 to put 105.8, 106.6, and possibly a test of 107.9 back in play, okay? So as long as above 104.3, I would be bullish on DXY, at least for the short term, all right? Let's end this with the option flow filter for 500K premiums or above, okay? Overall bearish, 82% in the puts here. A lot of the block orders are in the money puts coming in for late January, mid-March, okay? I'm seeing a lot of sweep orders out the money puts for early February, mid-March. Some 360 strike price here, okay? But overall, big money is bearish on the SPY, QQQ, 51%, so not as bearish as usual, okay? So we're all seeing some calls. This one right here that stakes out over 8,000 size. January 6th expiration date, 270 strike price. So somebody is short-term bullish on QQQ, okay? January 6th. They entered around 262.9. That was their entry price, okay? Sweep order 907K in premium. That's pretty aggressive, okay? So that definitely sticks out to me, okay? Especially since I'm a day trader. DIA, nothing. Tesla, 83% into puts, okay? The block orders continuing to come in with those very in the money puts. The sweep orders, you got a short, no, that's a leap. 2024 year, okay? So 200 straight price for those calls, okay? So somebody's accumulating for next year around these levels. But these puts right here, 130, this one's 95, so that's a little out the money. 130, this is 100. Okay, but overall, bearish. All right, this person right here, even this person, January 6th strike price, 100 strike price. Excuse me, expiration date, January 6th, 100 strike price. They're bearish in the short term, okay? They entered around 107.5. Look at Apple. 100% in the puts, mostly block orders for later end of it, towards the end, January 20th. Very in the money puts, okay? So nothing but puts. Okay, let's end this with VIX. And VIX got a split order of calls, 20 strike price for June for later this year. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want more content from Uncle Charters, please consider joining my Discord and definitely use the coupon. Take advantage, all right? Thank you guys so much. Peace.